What's up, everybody? So I wanted to talk about the events that occurred at the UFC 223 media event. So as you may or may not know, Conor McGregor was involved in a altercation, a fracas, a carnage at the Barclays Center in New York, where the media event was being held. In short, Conor McGregor attacked a bus full of MMA fighters. Now, the big question is, on the face of it, you're like, wow, what the hell are you doing? But then when you consider the context of his actions, were they justified? I had a debate with my friend about this. Now, my answer to that was, yes, his actions were justified to an extent. Now, where the line was crossed was when other people that weren't involved in, I'll get to what happened and why he did it, were involved in the whole reason as to why he attacked the bus, got hurt. That's where the line was crossed. So let's bring it back. So this all started when Khabib Nurmagomedov, this motherfucker right here, had cornered a good friend of Conor McGregor, Artem Lobov, this motherfucker right here. So they cornered him, and I think Lobov got slapped. Now, as I said, Lobov is a very good friend of Conor McGregor. So when Conor heard about this, he was like, "What? Are you mad? What? No, calm you man, calm down, man. We're gonna rush this guy, yeah? We're gonna rush this guy. We're gonna fuck him up, like, who's with me?" So obviously Conor rolls deep. So he brought about 100 of his guys. They flew from Dublin all the way to New York to the Barclays Center where they were holding the media event. And once this was timed perfectly so that when the media event was done, they made their way to the loading dock where the bus full of MMA fighters were about to leave the building. Now in the footage, you see there's quite a few angles. There's angles inside the bus, there's angles outside the bus. There's quite 2 or 3 good angles where you can, the better angles are from outside the bus obviously, where you clearly see McGregor running alongside the bus, picks up a hand dolly and just chucks it into the front window, one of the front windows of the bus, which incidentally where one of the fighters who wasn't involved in the whole beef between Conor and Nurmagomedov got seriously injured, because the glass, as you can see in the footage, the glass completely shatters and he's sitting right in the window. And I think it was him, but his face was pretty cut up bad by it. Another person's eyeball was actually cut up pretty bad because of it, and a load of other people got hurt. And they just kept pummeling this bus with things. He just wanted to get at Nurmagomedov. Now, obviously Nurmagomedov, that name, he wasn't hurt in this whole thing. Obviously McGregor was targeting him. He just at that point, I'm thinking he was like, you know what? I don't care who I hurt. I just want to get this guy. I just want to throw something at this bus. No matter what happens, I want him to feel danger. And other people who weren't involved got caught in the crossfire. Now that's where the line was crossed, right? Because what that whole chaos caused a lot of cancelled fights. A lot of people were taken to the hospital. A lot of people couldn't fight anymore. So 3 fights were taken off the card as a result to this. Now that very night, I think McGregor turned himself in to the New York police and posted 50 grand bail the following day. He's now in court, in a court hearing. So yeah, my opinion on the whole thing is that, I get why he done it. He felt that his friend was being disrespected, his friend was being wronged, and he thought, okay, I need to do something. I need to defend him. That's human nature, right? That's why I'm thinking, okay, I understand why, to an extent, he did it, but there's a way to do things. That's because he crossed the line. But according to Dana White, who was texting him after the incident, he said he was apologetic to the people that he did hurt. So he kind of acknowledged that, okay, there was some regrets, but he didn't regret going after the bus. Like he wanted to let Nurmagomedov know that he fucked up, and he was gonna, if Nurmagomedov was standing in front of him, it would be some shit. But yeah, there was a way to have done it. You could have called him out on the octagon and been like, yo, me and you, let's go, and it would have been done. Do you know what I mean? But instead, he wanted to get him there and now. He wanted to street brawl this guy. You know what I mean? McGregor hasn't fought in about almost 2 years in the octagon. Don't forget the Mayweather fight. That doesn't count. I think it was since the Nate Diaz fight. So it's been a long time. So, you know, you'd think that would have been the perfect opportunity to get back into the octagon. You know, he's made a shitload of money. He's just had a son as well. So consider that as well. What kind of, I mean, you know, you're a parent now, and that behavior was just, it's, yeah, man, you can't be doing that, especially that you're a parent. Like, you'd think that change a person, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's a way to deal with it. Personally, I wouldn't have done that. Obviously, if I hear that someone that I care about has been wronged, the first thing you think to yourself is, oh my God, who did it? Do you know what I mean? And naturally, yeah, you'd want to get even. But, you know, in his case, he's a sports personality. There's a way to do things. Do what you do best. Get him out in the octagon. But instead, he did this, and he just caused himself and the UFC a lot of headache. And yeah, so as a closing statement, I understand why he was angry. I just think he could have dealt with it in a better way. So that's it. I just wanted to address that because that was going through my mind. Thanks for watching.